What's going on, people? This is Sean Aline here with Black Sci-Fi TV. And recently we attended Blerd CityCon, one of the hottest new black comic book conventions out here, held up in New York City. And for those of you who couldn't make it, don't worry, we got you covered. We caught this amazing panel on black film hosted by Asli Dukan. Check it out.
While I try to connect Donovan, we'll try it. Can you just tell us a little bit, Gabrielle, first, tell us a little bit about the origin of how you came about doing this story, specifically around it being in the speculative fiction, science fiction, Afrofuturism genre. Yours specifically dystopian, Bryan, yours is time travel, so remember that. Just talk a little bit really quick about the origin of your film.
So I came up with criminals from the Occupy Wall Street movement, and I saw that there were some articles about limiting spaces for protest, and I thought that was really crazy that they would do that, even though that's our right. And I wanted it to take place in a sci-fi realm in the future because I thought it would be easier for people to digest, and yeah, I just wanted to do that and how it would look like if people were on the run and then trying to get to a safe society, where in my short is actually supposed to represent Mexico, which ends up being a safe society for Americans.
Bryan, talk to us a little bit about the origin of your film.
Okay. I'm Sheeta Phillips. I'm not sure if anyone here is familiar with her work, but she's an incredible Philadelphia-based Afrofuturism writer and activist, and we've been friends for almost a decade now. And she self-published her novel Recurrence Plot in 2013, 2014, something like that. And we just always talked about the fact that we should work on a film project together, and I wanted to adapt. So basically that was an adaptation of the first chapter of her novel, which kind of sets up the personal history and the backstory of the main character, the girl in the Afro Puffs, who then grows up and becomes the main character for the rest of the novel. So that's what that was. Yeah.
And Donovan's calling me now, and while he's setting up my origin story, I am from New York. I'm from New York, and I recently moved to Philadelphia about 4 years ago, and immediately I became part of a lot of the protest and the resistance actions in the city in response to a lot of Black death happening. So in my past in New York, I've done speculative fiction films, mostly about like near or far future New York and corporations taking over and militarized police. And so I kind of transferred my themes over to Philadelphia. And then as I was working on the idea, I started doing research on Philadelphia history, and we all, most of us are probably familiar with the MOVE incident, but Philadelphia has a history of Black resistance to police brutality that I wanted to kind of tap into. And in the prologue episode, I kind of pulled in archival footage from that. And in the web series, which you saw the first episode, I'm kind of creating a new story. It's not so much about the archival footage, but kind of creating this near future story. And I also worked with a lot of Philadelphia-based artists to bring that story to life. Donovan? Donovan?
Hey.
Hey, all right. I can't see you though. So Donovan, we are live on stage here, and I just asked all the other filmmakers about the origin story of their project. Can you tell us a little bit about the origin story of your project?
Yeah, so, I don't know, usually my work is dealing with just like the body and kind of seeing beyond the physical self and beyond the physical realm. So I think I'm just tapping into that and just kind of wanting to leave Earth, to be honest. And I don't know, that idea excites me, and just just the possibilities of traveling and also displacement and finding new homes and things like that. So yeah, and I also wanted to do something that was fun. Production on it was pretty much, we shot everything in one day. So I just kind of wanted, it was kind of I have a lot of projects where I just need to do something, and I'm sure a lot of people have that, where it's like, I gotta make something like right now. And so that was one of the things. Yeah, I'm just having a good time, basically.
Cool. Tell us a little bit. I'm gonna mute you. For a second, Donovan. Gabrielle, tell us a little bit about the process of getting your film done. Like, how did you get it done?
So I had an Indiegogo campaign, which is how I got funding for the film. I didn't reach my goal, so the rest was a little bit mainly self-funded. A lot of it was the cinematographer I got was Valentina Caniglia, so I also do freelance work as a producer and an AD, which is an assistant director. So that's how I met her, and her work is really amazing. So she shot it, and that's basically how I was able to get funding for that.
Bryan, tell us a little bit about the process of making your film.
Okay, same deal, different website, GoFundMe. We had a goal of about 8,000 on GoFundMe. We raised about 6, and then everything else, again, it's like self-funding. We shot over 3 days in Philadelphia, and yeah.
And Donovan, did you hear my question? Can you tell us a little bit about the process of getting your film done, funded, shooting?
Yeah, I guess I'll be super transparent. So we shot it in one day. I paid for it out of pocket. The total budget was about $500. And yeah, I've done fundraising stuff in the past, like through the Indiegogos and things, but at this point, I'm just like, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with the formula of making a film, so I could probably make a film out of with just nothing. And I just tell people just go out and make it, because technology is so accessible right now. So yeah, a day, $500. I met the lead male actor at Pan African Film Festival, and we just hit it off, and I was like, I'm gonna put you in a film. And then the next year I put him in that film. Tasha, I was looking for like a black stunt woman who could also act, and so I found her, and she's incredible. Yeah, so I love casting and finding good chemistry. Yeah.
All right, cool. And for me, I budgeted this web series, a 6-part short form web series, which is about 34 minutes in total, as we finished it for about $15,000. I also raised money on GoFundMe, and was fortunate enough last year to receive an award through an organization, arts organization in Philadelphia called the Leeway Foundation, which made up, we raised about $9,000. Actually, we raised a little bit less than that, because I also got a grant from Scribe Video Center, which is an old, about a 30-year-old, maybe 35-year-old community video resource center in Philadelphia. And then I used some of the award money that I received from the Leeway Foundation to do my project. I also tried to work with completely Philadelphia-based artists. So some of the actors, you didn't see them all, maybe in the trailer you saw them all. But I was able to work with award-winning theater actors in Philadelphia, all the way down to my 10-year-old niece who had never been in a film before. So I tried to specifically and purposely work with the community in that way. So also I worked with a science fiction writer who was part of Metro Polarity, with Rashida, who wrote Bryan's film, Alex Smith, on this script. So any questions from the audience?
Actually, I have a quick
Go for it.
talk about casting at all.
Mm-hmm.
So with my film, the two leads, the two mothers were actually very close friends of mine. They're very talented, and they could just do everything. so the casting problem that I encountered actually was trying to, so now I have to cast the same character at the age of, so we already have her as an adult, I need to cast her at the age of, 14, 15, and at the age of, 6, 7, and then also have to cast her daughter at the age of 6 or 7. So that's where the headache came in. But we were able to find the two. We casted the foster mom through, I think we just put an ad on Philly.org, phillyfilm.org, I believe. And then with the two girls, we did like an emergency casting a week before our shoot, and we found these two girls who wound up being perfect look-wise and performance-wise. And we found them through Marty Davis, who runs casting out. She runs a casting company out of Jersey, Blue Ribbon Productions. So thank God for her.
My story obviously is a web series, so you saw the first episode of a larger story. You've said that, is it the end? Nah, right?
Definitely
it's not
not,
the
yeah.
end. There's other stories to come. What about yours, Gabrielle? It feels like a bigger story.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that?
So for this short film, I wanted it to be a TV series. So I want to explore different cultures, and I would like to shoot it in New Mexico. That's the goal, to make it a series. The casting that I did was, the lead actress is actually my cousin. She's an actress based in LA. And the other actors, one of them I met on a feature film that I worked on, Gerard, who was the lead actor. And the other actors, I held auditions and did it on backstage. But yeah, so that's what I would like to do, make it a bigger project.
And so how do we reach you, Bryan?
Where do I start? My Instagram is Crunchy Oblivion. No, what? Instagram is Crunchy Oblivion. CRUNCHYOBLIVION. Email is CrunchyOblivion. CRUNCHYOBLIVION. You can also email me at brian.oliver.green@gmail.com. That makes a little bit more sense than the other two things I just listed. Also, the GoFundMe is still up, and the GoFundMe, I believe, is I think it's just GoFundMe / the Family Circle, or just Family Circle. But it's pretty easy to find. Also, you can, if you just Google Rashida Phillips' name, RASHEEDAH Phillips, PHILIPS.
Okay.
I think. But
And I have a couple of these flyers with our names and some of our information on there. So if you want one, I can pass it out. And that's Bryan Oliver Green without an E.
No E. Green like the color.
Okay, Gabrielle, please tell us how we can reach you.
The easiest way is on the website, Criminals, so it's criminalsthemovie.com. And IG on Instagram is Alike, which is spelled ALIKE, Words Productions. And that's the best way to reach me.
And Donovan, how do folks get in contact and see more of your work?
I'm just at Vim Crony, just everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's Vim with a V, right? And I am resistantseries.com or Asli Dukan, MASLIDUKAN, pretty much on everything. All right, no questions from the audience? Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Donovan.